The modern American battleground of the mind is the local school board meeting. Now, decades from now, when historians look back on this period and make appearances on stuffy historical documentaries, they will no doubt lovingly fawn over individual happenings at individual school board meetings, the way fat old Southern professors fawn over Civil War battles on the History Channel, or at least they did the way they did before ancient aliens came along and changed everything. Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, maybe you've heard of it, this sleepy little town of 250,000 damned souls, by which I refer to the heat of Arizona, not their spiritual destiny, has had a wee touch of controversy just lately because the school board president has apparently been keeping a dossier of parents who've been speaking up against mask mandates and the teaching of critical race theory in their schools. Jann-Michael Greenburg accidentally shared a Google Drive dossier with one of the school parents last week, and the police are now looking into it. And when I say dossier, I mean things like divorce information, social security numbers, property records, stuff like that. You know, the little things. Now, the first thing I want to address here is just how insidious this type of action is. And the answer is very insidious. The conversation that every parent on that list, and the ones even not on that list, the conversation they should be having with this guy should sound like this. You work for me, asshole. Who the hell do you think you are, collecting information on me, keeping it on a Google Drive, let alone sharing it with anyone else? And then a brief punch to the face following that statement might well be appropriate, but it's also illegal, so I don't condone it. But I can fantasize. Here's the second problem, and honestly, I think the much worse one. This guy got caught because he was a dumbass and accidentally shared his little list with someone else who outed him. Now, how many times is this being done in school districts throughout our country by people who aren't that dumb? Folks, I need a big bell by my chair here to ring every time I tell you that the best possible thing for you that you could do for your kids is get them out of the public school system. Make absolutely no mistake, these are not the wholesome learning centers they used to be, or if they ever were, I don't know. Maybe you're lucky, maybe your school is one of the better ones and it has very little to do in the way of CRT or mask mandates floating around in its system. But how long will that last? How many people among those who interact with your children every day are on your side of any of these issues? How long will it be before they, like so many other schools, more and more every day, cave to the woke, left, progressive, lunatic agenda? If it sounds like a conspiracy theory, listen, I highly recommend that you take the time to follow this stuff in the news, because what I'm bringing before your eyes and ears is only a fraction of what's actually getting reported. And I'm sure it's a much smaller fraction of what's actually being done behind our backs. So ask yourself this question. Do you want some upstart school board president feeling like it's okay for him to gather as much information about you as possible, probably in the hopes to one day use it against you in some fashion? Now, if the answer to that is no, and it should be, then we're on the same page. The left-leaning ideology that permeates our school system from the bottom to the top may well end our republic. And it could be the rot that starts from within, and the next thing you know, that barbarians are at the gates and we're all just fiddling while the country burns. Look, I won't be party to that. You won't be party to that. I don't believe that you want to have anything to do with it. So folks, not only get involved, but do the critical thinking, the complex thinking, the stuff that hurts, that's uncomfortable. Do the research. And let's make a change, folks, because let me tell you something. It's happening more than you want to admit. I love y'all. God bless.